Hello everyone, welcome back to another Last Cloudy video. My name is DK, and today we're going to be going over the newest Shift Alice. This will be the third form in the Shift Alice series. We have OG Alice with light type, and then we have the swimsuit Alice, which was Ice and Thunder, and now we're back to light with the newest Shift form of Alice. So this is a third one, and it is going to be a light DPS, but we'll go ahead and dive into the video. Of course, we'll do the usual pull or no pull, what's going on with her, issue. What is she about? So let's dive into the video and check her out real quick. Okay, so yeah, I had to just kind of look over this because we did talk about this earlier. So let's damn, another light unit. And then what is with the spoiler shit? So if you guys haven't played the story, this is big chunks of the story. If just so yeah, no, it doesn't show a lot though, so I don't think it spoils anything. But yes, she is in the story, as you can see, but we won't tell you what happens. We'll find that we'll let you guys figure that on your own. So as you can see, her name is Just Alice. So really cool. And that Cyber Slayer, Just Alice. I mean, look at that art. She stands out amongst a lot of them. I mean, look at that. Just so much going on here. It's a lot. She's very loud. As you can see, she is going to be, I mean, you can see right there, dual wield light unit. So another light unit, yay, next to Roland. So, I thought that was kind of weird that we had two light units during the anniversary, but, it is what it is. So let's go over her hits real quick. So for her S1, we have 6 hits. So of course, again, like we always do, dual wield is not included in this video. So that is going to be a 12 hit for S1. And then 20 hits for her S2. And then 32 hits for her S3. So, fairly good DPS, fairly good hit count. I did want her to do a little bit more. Her S1 does seem, we were talking about her S1. Her S1 is going to be very valuable. It's very quick, very, a dash across the screen, just clears out waves. So very, very good. S2, I didn't really like the way this S2 looked. As you can see, oops, her S2 is right here. As you can see, the splash on it, it's not very, it hits the guy behind, so it's got maybe a little bit of piercing, but the splash, it looks like it's almost mainly single target with a little bit of AoE on it. As you can see, nothing really happened to this guy back here, and he's fairly close. So S2 is probably my least favorite out of her set. The S3 reminds me a lot of Melee's, where she launches them in the air. So sky high, if you're running any kind of lifting percentage damage buffs on skills, that's going to benefit her. And then, yeah, so this S4 is going to hit for 40 hits. She does have true dual wield, so special, yeah. Look at that. So yeah, that's pretty gnarly. So true, they shouldn't be dual wield included. So if that's true dual wield, then that should be 80 hits right there on that S4, which is absolutely insane. Now, with that said, that is where she's gonna come and do an insane play. 80 hits on special is pretty out there. So we'll go ahead and get into the kit real quick and see if it gets any, any more crazier than what it already is. So we have either reactor when defeating an enemy, physical damage cap plus 500 and special gauge plus 5%. So every time you defeat an enemy, she does get a little nice buff to her special gauge. She does get a damage cap. So again, this is not my favorite thing. I don't know why they do this, but conditional damage caps is just not cool, man. I don't like it, especially at this. So the reason why I don't like this is as a solo unit by herself, she may get this pretty quickly. But ideally, running in multiplayer, let's say you're rolling with Roy or Roland, and the S3 takes everybody out, and you get maybe a kill. That's 500. By the time at the end of the wave, you're maybe looking at a 1500 cap, maybe even less, depending on how many kills you get with your unit. And the damage cap only goes to 5k, so it's not even that big of a deal. I would have had it maybe 1000 per kill, a 10,000 cap, just because it's third anniversary, she's a new unit. That's just something I would have liked. It's not the worst thing ever, but I wish it was a little bit more and not as conditional as this crap right here. So that's my only real problem with her trait 1. So we have a fill rate doesn't reset each wave, which is very nice. When using the special, boost special power based on how few enemies there are, max 60% and damage cap plus 6k. So again, this only favors her special. As we continue down this list, we're gonna start to see a lot of what she's capable of, and we'll get to that towards the end. The next we have either wing. We have when 2 of either sword, machine, spear are equipped, physical attack damage is plus 30%, which is very nice. Damage cap is 3k. That's mediocre in my opinion. Physical, I probably would have put a 5k. Like, why not 5? Why 3? 3 is so niche. Like, come on, guys. Physical damage taken minus 25. This is very good. She has a very good defensive side. So I do like that. She is a little bit of a hybrid of DPS and a little bit of tanking. So I see what they were going with, but just stuff like the 3k and the conditional 5k, it's kind of it's not the best, but it's not the worst. I'm nowhere near saying she's gonna be a bad unit. She's not. She's gonna be really, really good. So when attacked, a chance to cut physical damage taken affect 0.5% and resets each wave. Again, she has some tanking abilities, which is very nice. Moving on to her skills, we did see them in action. We did notice that there wasn't dual wield included. We did monitor hits and stuff like that. So as you can see, skill 1 is probably one of my favorites. And we talked to I'm on the Discord. I'm kind of like, you know what, the S1 really just kind of stands out the most. It's really quick. Instantly closes the gap for a medium area light combo attack, as she is a light damage dealer. Skill 2 is medium area long range attack with around target. The around the target is kind of It doesn't look like it hits. They have to be right next to each other for it to hit, or maybe it was just a video. I don't know. We'll see when she actually launches and people are able to do some testing. Skill 3 is also one of my favorites. Kind of like the way melee is, S3 is, but not as crazy on that 100k cap at the end. This one's a charge and deal medium area light combo attack that launches enemies in this area. Actually, it kind of resembles her was it S2 or S3? No, S2 on her swimsuit Alice. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. So the next thing, which was a special Lee Genesis. This is a beautiful S4. I really love what they did on this one. Very, very nice. Next to Roland's S4, they're getting better and better. Powerful light combo attack to all enemies, damage cap plus 5k. Nah, it's okay. But here's the big thing for me. The big thing that stood out for me, and you guys know I am a huge defensive nut. I do like survivability more than anything. I mean, damage cap is important, but I also want to stay alive during this, So give a unit a STR minus 50 debuff. So whatever she hits, that unit gets minus 50 debuff. Yeah. That's pretty crazy. You know what's kind of crazy is that it says give unit, and sometimes I could feel like that says like, oh, give her give her minus 50. I hope that's not the case. I'm almost positive that's give the enemy minus 50. But if that is the case, I'm sure it is, that's insane. I will love. This is gonna be so good on her. And going back to that, it should say give enemy, not unit. Oh man, that kind of throws me off a little bit now that I'm reading that out loud. Jump in the comments below. What you think? Is it unit or enemy? Maybe it's a typo. Who knows? There are typos in this game, so I know sometimes you really just don't know. We have seen several typos within the past couple months. You know, it could be just that simple. But if it's not, then we'll figure it out from there. From here, we have either full release code beta. I love the name, really cool. Consume all MP and restore 100% of units special gauge. If you don't have Great War of Ruin, this is very similar to what it does. It's very cool. I would definitely run Goddess Kiss on her, as she doesn't have it in her kit. So basically, if recovering MP is very important for her, and she can constantly, it looks like once per quest, which is it's perfect. You can use it for boss wave. So consume all MP, you know, you get your S4. If you don't have Great War Ruin, this is a great replacement for her to use her S4. As this is where she's going to shine the most, is the S4. Next we have overboost when using special. Use all skill stocks to boost enemy damage. I'm sorry, boost enemy damage. To boost damage and damage cap when at least 9 stocks are used. Max damage 135%, damage cap 13,500. So, yeah. 9 stocks. Depending on how much he has, you would probably want to run like skill stock 1, 2. And then maybe if you want to use purple orb, if you have it, you can use that. Yeah, 9 stocks is pretty steep to get that full effect, but I don't think you really need it. I really don't think you're going to need it. You can run Triss with her. I definitely recommend running Sword of, you don't have Sword of, what is it? The Zaylorg Sword. I forgot what it's called. You can use that to ignore special resistance or whatever. Yeah. Okay. 9 stocks is just kind of steep, in my opinion. The next thing we have booster. Just boost movement speed. It's probably 2 points. I swear if it's 1 point, it's pretty lame, but it should be about maybe 2. I want to say maybe 2, 3, but that'd be really nice. Blade reconstruction. Duration of SCR debuffs on unit is -50. That's really cool. So she won't be debuffed for long if they do try to do it. Exclude some debuffs, of course, and that's probably going to be unique icons. When receiving from, when recovering from strength debuff, give an SCR buff 35% to unit, which is very nice. It's the same thing as maybe, not maybe, but Grand Brave. So very nice, 35% to SCR. The next thing is Wing Barrier Reboot. When unit is revived, fully restore the trait Ether Wing. Cut physical damage taken effect. So yeah, just, I mean, it's if you die, right? I guess that'll help you out a little bit. The next thing is she has a lot of the stuff that she has on her original kit, which is full ether release, activate Slayer mode. She does come with Fighting Spirit 5, which I believe is HP and STR, resolve up, critical, which is, I would like to have critical 3 instead of 2 because 2 is the cheapest. Advanced aim vitals for that critical damage up. Proud Force. Survivability is really good. Her M&D should be decent. If she's coming with Proud Force, that means her M&D should be nice. And this is where it gets pretty interesting. She gets a lot of really good buffs to defense. We have Royal Armor for crits. We have Anti-Fizz Armor, Auto Protection, which is 20%. Auto Haste, very nice. Patience 2, Awaken, again, survivability, really important. Holy Armor, Mercury Veil, Activate Combat Program, Auto Slayer Mode, Foes of Glory, True Dual Wield is one of my favorites right here. And of course, she's going to get more caps on her, more damage caps from these as well. She has Sword Mega Boost, Machine Mega Boost. So maybe her paid is going to be Machine or Sword. If it's a Sword, go ahead and run a Machine to get that extra 2k boost. She does come with Light Mega Drive, which is an extra 2k. Light Crit Raise, which is very nice, very expensive, so I'm glad it's free. Ultimate Boost 3, so the only things you will need to do is put Ultimate Boost 1 and 2. And now, the reason why I say that is because we definitely want to make sure we try and hit her max damage on her S4, because that is where she's really going to shine. I believe we had some testing. We were just kind of messing around numbers, and I think someone said around 8 million damage on her S4, which is something like that. It's absolutely insane. So that's where she's really going to shine. She's going to shine greatly in trials, some niche situations. Her DPS side is pretty decent, not too crazy, nothing overboard. She also does come with giant killing, so that's 2k to bosses, I think 30%, and then charge special. So overall, Everything in her kit looks really, really good. It's going to benefit her. Nothing I see here is not going to benefit her. Adding additional skills will definitely make her stronger. Maybe a couple of defensive stuff that I could maybe point out. I don't know. She does come with royal armor, which is very nice, and that's probably what I would have thrown on her if that was the case. But yeah, everything's looking really good. Um, Out of the box without adding any skills, she might be capping very well. So if you're a new player, she's going to be great. I definitely recommend trying to get her if you can. Let's go ahead and move on to the arc and see what's going on with that. All right, so I love this arc. It's probably one of my next. It's becoming one of my favorites, and it's not because it looks great. I like the way it looks. I mean, it looks simple, right? Like a snow globe with a big sword coming out of it or something. Anyways, our trait, we have light physical damage plus 20%. Very nice. We love physical damage. Whenever taking a thunder attack, gradually cut magic attack damage taken minus 20% resets each wave. During counter, chance the sun. All that stuff is okay. The nice thing is the light physical damage plus 20%. But we have light drive for the first time. Awesome. And this, man, this arc is really good for a general pull arc. I was really impressed what they did here. Light high drive is given an extra 10% to special and physical, so that is going to benefit her greatly. We definitely want to concentrate on her special damage, as I think that's going to be her main focal point on this unit. So I think most people will have a lot of fun. Just don't get too crazy in multiplayer, just launching her S4. I know it is going to be pretty fun to see those humongous numbers coming out of her. So, really cool. The next one is I don't know about this one. It's gonna have some kind of weird situation. So when MP is 20 or less, STR minus 15%. We are in an era of this game where STR is kind of so I really probably wouldn't use it. I'm sure that's probably gonna cost between 5 or 7 SC. Not worth it in my opinion. If it's less, probably still not worth it. I'd use it for something else. But the bread and butter of this arc right here is this life fort. I mean, look at this. Boost defense based on how little HP is left, max 50%. So, of course, when you lose HP, it's nice to have that little buff. So every time you lose HP, you're just gonna keep getting a little bit more defensive until you hit that 0. But the fact that it's at max 50%, so maybe like at 10%, maybe even a little bit higher, that max 50% is gonna kick in. So survivability is gonna be fantastic. I'm really curious to see how much that's gonna cost. If I had to put a number on that, oof, maybe 7, 8, 9 SC for that, which I think is fairly good. I would actually throw this on Alice for survivability. Along if she was having trouble surviving from 0 with life fort, she has awaken. A lot of stuff like that would help her out. So really great arc in my opinion. I think it's going to be a fantastic fit for a lot of newer players, older players. Got some great stuff on it. It does come with counter, fast magic barrier, and machine high boost. Machine high boost is nice, so that's really cool. We do have it already on a couple of arcs. Moving on to the arc ether. I love this song. That's one of my favorite songs in LC. It's so catchy too. So next we have White Monolith. Sorry, White Monolith. My camera's in the way there. We have Enigma Cube. It's an enemy accessory, rarity 6. Continuous magic barrier effect. I really don't care for this at all. I do care for the MP66 though. Defense plus 22 and M&D plus 44. Very nice for an accessory. That MP is very nice. I will take that. We have light plus 10 on attribute, which could be used for like if you're using like Tors or something. It's always nice to have any kind of resistance ups to help you with stuff like that. It also does come with curse resist, so very, very nice. Curse is kind of a pain in the ass, so I'm glad that we do have some status ailments resistances on these accessories. But overall, I rate this probably like a 6 or 7. It's great. It has the MP is probably the MP defense right here is probably the definite focal point of this one. This is just boring and something else should have happened here. Not this lame. But the arc itself is great. I need to have that. Is it life for it? Yeah, this is awesome. But yeah, so Alice is dropping tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. my time. So I probably will be doing the step up only on her just because it is another light DPS. I feel like she's really good. I feel like she's definitely worth pulling for if you need it for your account, and only if you need it for your account. If you aren't able to get Roland and you're able to get Alice, you definitely won in this anniversary because she can be just as good. She does have survivability and DPS just like Roland does. So I wouldn't chase her in my opinion. If you already have Roland, if you already have swimsuit Alice, or I'm sorry, even the regular Alice is still very good. I feel like she's really good for situations like time trials. If you need something to be eliminated quickly within a time limit, I feel like she's going to benefit you greatly for your account. So if you're a time trial hunter searching for that top 10, I think she's going to be a great addition. If you're a casual player looking for just some fun DPS, again, I probably would do a couple pulls, but do not chase this unit. I would actually wait to see what's coming in the summer, as that she will most likely be on a 30k pity banner for the future, and you could probably guarantee her there for 30k. Or she actually might be on one of these little crazy super DOH banners with like the UR arcs and stuff like that. So I definitely wouldn't recommend the chase on this one. But again, she's not bad in any way. She's very good. And I think the S4 is going to turn some heads for sure. But if you guys like what you saw today, like, subscribe to the channel, support. It helps out a lot. If you have any comments or questions, drop them in below, and I answer them within a day or two. I would love to hear what you guys your thoughts on the new Alice. If you guys are gonna pull, if not gonna pull, but she looks great. I'm definitely excited to see what people do with her. But that's gonna be it for today. You guys have a great evening/morning, and I will talk to you on the next video. Peace.